Welcome, Virgo, to your October 2025 reading, and thanks for tuning into my channel. Happy Halloween to all you Virgos out there who celebrate Halloween where you are from. I hope you have an awesome, fun time. Also, before we get started, if you are interested in getting a mini reading from me, all you need to do is click the thanks button below, nominate an amount you would like to leave, put your question in the comment section below, or if you don't have a question, just what you'd like me to focus the reading on, and I will put that in the comment section. I'll film your video just like I'm doing now, and I will leave a link for you. In response to your comment, you'll be able to click on it and it will take you straight to your mini reading. Now, I've had some people that just left thanks amounts but not left a comment, so I don't know if they want to get a reading or not, but I'm not going to be able to give you the link if you don't put a comment. So you need to comment so I can reply to you, and then I'll leave you the link, and then that way you can click on it. So just remember, if you would like a reading, you need to do it that way. Okay, let's get into this month's reading. I'm just going to cough. I do apologize. I've had my candles that make me cough, so I stopped lighting my candles and now I'm still coughing. Now, the interesting thing here is you start out with the Seven of Cups, which is a really nice place to start out with. But just looking at the numbers, you've got the Chariot right beneath that, and both of those, the number for the Chariot and the number for Seven of Cups obviously is 7, and I just like to look at synchronicities like that. And when you get multiple sevens in the tarot, sevens often bring with them a lot of soul searching, and I feel like this month you are doing that. There is some soul searching going on here. You do have that Three of Swords, which is a bit of a broken heart, or certainly a feeling of loss, something that has really affected you deeply. And I feel like you could be soul searching the meaning of that in your life almost. Why has this happened to you? What have I learned from it? That kind of stuff. And it's been a little bit burdensome for you as well. But the Seven of Cups, to just jump back to that, is actually a wonderful card because it's a card of you being spoiled for choice. It's you have so many opportunities ahead of you at the moment, and you are kind of required to make an important decision. And the thing with the Seven of Cups is, because you have so many possibilities to choose from, it's difficult for you to know which one to choose, and that can sometimes actually make you feel a little bit stuck. But I feel like it is a wonderful position to be in. Now, you've got some very youthful energy here in your reading as well. You have two pages, the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. And again, I feel like things like that don't happen for a reason. And when you get pages, they often reflect new beginnings. And pages, they're very anxious. They love to learn. They love to apply what they've discovered. And it's almost like a rebirth in a way in a lot of areas in your life in October. A lot of fresh kind of energy, which is really, really nice. But that Page of Pentacles, now this, you've got these can represent people in your life. So the Page of Pentacles, I would normally read this as a Capricorn, but this could be any earth sign. So this could actually even be representing you, Virgo, this new youthful, playful kind of you that is being reborn in October. And it could also represent a Taurus. And you have the Page of Wands. I would normally read this as a Sagittarian, but this could be an Aries or a Leo as well. And sometimes these can talk about your children or your grandchildren, or they can even talk about youthful, younger people than yourself here. But pages are messages or messengers, and I feel like this is really positive messages that you are getting about your career, about your finances, about even about yourself. Pentacles are all about the physical, so they can talk about your wealth, your financial situation, your job, but they talk about your body, your home, your car, the physical side of life. So there could actually be a new job coming in here for you. There could be a new car, you might be moving, a new home. And the message of the page is also a really positive one. Again, the Page of Wands, I should say. The Page of Wands is about your passions, your desires, your creativity. There could be some news about a creative project that you've been working on. Again, this could even be to do with your work, your job, a business that you are working on. But I feel like October is such a busy month for you. There's a lot of running around, a lot of phone calls, a lot of text messages, a lot of organizing things going on here. I feel like that is quite busy energy. You have that Eight of Wands. Now, the interesting thing here, some of you, if you are single, there could be a wonderful new love coming in here for you, because the Eight of Wands is the arrows of love, and right beneath that you have the Two of Cups, and this is such a beautiful energy in this card. That Two of Cups talks about that soul connection that you have with someone that they're just beautiful. They mirror your energy. They're the yin to your yang, I like to say, because your strengths are their weaknesses and vice versa. They really you balance each other out. It's almost like you're looking in a mirror here. And it talks about falling in love. And, if this is if you're already in a relationship, this can actually just talk about a relationship that's even growing deeper and moving on to another level. Even if you've been in a relationship for 20 years, it can still move to a deeper, more intimate level here. But this is hearts that have become entwined. And it's interesting, twos do represent a choice as well. And the fact that you've got that Seven of Cups, for some of you, there could actually be a choice between two. You do have a Cancer here as well, by the way, in the Chariot card. But the fact that you've got these two pages, they could potentially be vying for your attention here, and you may have to choose between two. But it is definitely a deep connection that you are having with someone. And look, this can even be platonic friendship as well, where you just meet someone and you just click and you're going to be friends for life. It's that kind of energy there as well. So very beautiful, very nice energy there for some of you. But I feel like this painful situation that you've been carrying here, you've got the Three of Swords. you know, this has been quite a burden for you, and it's although it's been really difficult, you have been so successful, Virgo, at being able to deal with this situation and carry this burden. You know, the Ten of Wands, you know, you see that person in a traditional deck, you'd see that person hunched over, carrying a big load of sticks or whatever it is, to market. But the story of the Ten of Wands is they've reached their destination. They're there. They've successfully, and I can say that because you've got the Chariot here as well, they've successfully navigated this really difficult time, and they can finally put this burden down. And you know, I feel like the way you are navigating this situation is on your own terms. That Chariot card is such a great card of success. It's a card of moving forward, of I feel like, you know, if you are going to make a decision, this will allow you to, this will free you from this kind of heavy energy there. But that the Chariot, like I said, is such a great card that talks about success, and it talks about, you know, heading out on a big adventure almost. And I feel like this choice may lead you to this wonderful new adventure. I mean, this could just be a choice about where to go for your next big holiday. It could be something as mundane as that. But I feel like you are coming up to a situation that you may have not encountered before with that Chariot card. And it could also be that you are in a position where you have to kind of keep a few people happy here. And that could also be holding you up when it does come to making any decisions, because you are kind of weighing up other people's needs, wants, and desires as well. But I really feel like there is something new that is coming up for you that you are trying to accomplish. But the thing with the Chariot is you are the one that is in the driver's seat of that Chariot. You are the driver, and you are calling the shots. And the Chariot is a metaphor for our vehicle through life, you know, our pathway through our life. And whether we want to go fast or slow or turn left or turn right, we are the ones that are making the decisions here. And look, it's not easy to do that either. It's not easy to be the one in control, because, you know, there's nowhere to go to, I guess, to blame if anything goes wrong. But I feel like, as I said, this card is a card of success. So this is just a really beautiful energy here. You are really dealing with any difficulties in a wonderful way, in your own way, in your own time, and you're going to be successful. But let's get some clarifiers out. Now, I don't know if I mentioned, this is the Mystic Palette Tarot by Ciro Marchetti, and I am using my Mystical Tarot to clarify. Yeah, look at that, 2 tens. There is a real stressful situation that you've had here. Mentally stressful, mentally worrying, mentally challenging. But that is over. It's dead, done, and over with. You know, the swords are all about the mind, your thoughts, the way you communicate. And I feel like things have really been keeping you stuck. But the story of this card, I always say, is it is in your mind here, Virgo. If you look at this figure, she's got a blindfold on, but you can see straight through it. That rope is not even tied in a knot. And those swords are just around her head. They're not trapping her, they're not stuck in her. So she just needs to wiggle out of that rope, take off the blindfold. She can see where she's going, to that beautiful palace in the background, and she can free herself. And so this is essentially a metaphor to say that often a lot of our worries, where we're feeling stuck or where we're feeling trapped, is all in our head. And the Six of Swords, did I say the Ten of Swords? I think I did. But the Six of Swords is you leaving that troubled time behind you. All of that tumultuous energy, all of those worries, all of those stresses, those fears, those heartbreaks, those burdensome times, you're over it. You're leaving it behind. You're getting in that boat and you are heading to calmer shores. And you're leaving all of that baggage behind you. The story of these two people in the boat is they're just basically escaping a tumultuous time with all that they've got on their back. They're not bringing anything with them. And I feel like that, again, is a metaphor. You're leaving all of that drama and stress behind you and moving forward wonderfully. You have the King of Wands. Wow, this is Aries here. And you also have a Leo here as well in the Strength card. But the Strength card is such a beautiful card as well. It talks about you having that inner strength to do what it is you want. And the King of Wands talks about having structure and planning in your life, and to use all that you've planned, all of that planning, all of those lists that you've written, or if you haven't written lists, you need to write lists, you need to make some plans. And then the King of Wands gives you the strength to actually put your plans into action. And the fact that you've got that Chariot there as well, that's a real card of action as well. But the King of Wands, kings are authority figures. They are leaders in our life, whether they are our boss, our father, or just a father figure. But someone that does have, it's a take charge kind of attitude. Particularly the King of Wands is a very take charge kind of energy. And if this doesn't represent someone in your life, this is what you are required to do in October, and that is take charge. This card wants you to realize that you have incredible leadership skills. There are a lot of people that will benefit from your vision and your ability to focus, to get the job done effectively and efficiently, but also do it with a bit of flair as well. So I feel like it's time to really focus on issues that matter to you and dismiss anything that's just a distraction, and just focus on getting things done that you need to achieve to pull you out of this difficult situation, this troubling mental situation that you have been dealing with. But I feel like this doesn't talk about doing things on your own either. When the King of Wands is there, it's like talented and friendly people can also show up to help you. So you need to accept their assistance, Virgo, because you are always the doer. You are the one that always is the helper to other people. You're always the friend, the confidant, the partner, the lover, the wife, the husband. You're that person, that support person for other people. And maybe this time you need to accept some assistance from other people for a change. And those people will be there to those people will show up for you. You've got a lot of people showing up here. But that strength card, that is you basically getting what you want, and not in a negative way either. This isn't like you sort of forcing your will on other people. It's getting what you want, but in a way that doesn't kind of hurt other people. It's exercising your desires or your will in a way where no one's kind of harmed. And I feel like it's like you're taming this inner beast within you, and in doing that you are actually becoming stronger. So you have this intense desire, intense passion to get things done, and you are channeling that with this strength card. And I feel like for a lot of you there is this message here where you kind of need to find it within yourself to forgive. If this pain, this hurt, this stress, this turmoil has been caused by another person, it's going to help you so much to be able to forgive. And you're really asked to let go of any judgment of yourself or other people. And if you view those people with tolerance and forgiveness, it's going to just help you so much in October. I hope that resonated for you. You'll have to let me know in the comments. I'm going to get one final card from the Now I Understand Oracle deck. Heads up, you are now in the know. Information is being given to you like a breadcrumb. I wonder if that's what you've heard here in this reading. But you certainly seem like you're going to be getting some news here that's going to point you in the right direction, I feel. Well, you certainly have a lot of busy phone calls, emails, text messages as well. But yeah, as I said, I feel like there is this element of you coming to the end of a really difficult time in October, and it's kind of opening up this place for you where you are in a wonderful position where you do get to choose a beautiful new pathway for yourself. So we'll leave it there, Virgo. I hope that resonated. Now, don't forget, if you would like a mini reading, just click that thanks button, put your question in the comment section below. I'll film the video and I will leave the link for you there. If you'd like to help my channel out in other ways, I also have an online store where I sell crystal jewellery and antique jewellery as well. The crystal jewellery is all handmade by my mum. Very good quality, all made on wire, not string. It's not going to break when you get home. They're one-off pieces only. You will not find a million of these on Etsy. There's antiques there as well. If you're into those, you can check them out and see if there's a little treasure there for you. And also, if you don't want to do either of those things, just subscribe, and a thumbs up and a share would be amazing as well. So have a wonderful month, Virgo, and I hope to see you next month. Bye.